Good morning, everyone. Good morning, my dear students. I hope you people are feeling fine. And I'd like to welcome you to online class again. So, do you hear me
Good
properly,
morning, sir.
everyone?
No,
Good
sir.
morning. Good morning. Good morning. Do you hear me properly?
Yes, sir.
Good. Abusan Koirala. Don't think he's listening to me. Anyway, so till now, 22 students have joined our classroom, alright? Pratishta, do you listen? Do you hear me properly? Pratishta. Pratishta,
Sir,
do you hear me
in
properly?
between it is lagging.
Is it lagging? Sagun, do you hear me properly?
Yes, sir.
Anandita, do you hear me properly?
Yes, sir.
Is there any kind of sound lag or something like that?
No, sir. It's properly clear.
Yeah, it's clear. Okay. So Pratishta, I think there is internet, there is issue. I think there is an internet issue. I think. Okay. Anyway, now, uh, okay, very good. So I can see a lot of students present in classroom today. Okay. So till now, 26 students have joined our classroom, and they are
Good morning,
increasing.
sir.
Good morning. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Good morning, Abhijit. Good morning, everyone. So I would like to request you, my dear students, please turn on your video, okay? If you do not turn on your video, then you might be out of the classroom, all right? So if you want to be in the classroom, if you want to be in the classroom, if you want to learn, if you want to study, then it is compulsory that your video should be turned on. Otherwise, you will be kept out of the classroom, all right? So anyway, so we are learning, we are studying, we are learning the lesson light, okay? So we are almost end of that lesson, so I think that lesson will be completed today. All right, Abusan, where are you? Abusan, Smriti, Nisabd, please, right? Pramisa, Abhijit, Abhijit, where are
Sir,
you,
my
boy?
video is turned on.
Yeah, then why are you covering your camera? Huh? Why are you covering the lens of your camera? Okay, and I would like to request you, please, I would like to request you to turn off your mic, okay? Unnati, please turn off your mic. Mute, all right? It is to be muted. While I'm speaking, you cannot speak, all right? Because your mic should be turned off, muted, all right? Now, anyway, Nisabd, where are you? Nisabd, are you there? Why your video is turned off?
Sir, going to get my copy.
Copy. Then you should be prepared, okay? Because you should understand that your class begins right at 11, okay? So once your class starts, you cannot go anywhere, all right? Anyway, now, Agaman, I cannot see the face of Agaman, okay? And even Boibav also. Please turn on your video, right? Anyway, now let me share the screen. So these things we already studied, okay? So and you are quite familiar with this one, okay? And so last time we studied about optical medium. So as I told you earlier, those medium or those substances through which light passes, or those devices through which we optical devices are made, such as camera, lens, all right, glass, air, water, they are taken as optical medium. So air, water, glass, etc., which through which light passes easily are called optical medium. And basically, while we make optical medium, okay, those mediums through which light can pass, these mediums are taken as optical medium. Okay, so we have already discussed about it in previous class. Now, we also learned about this rectilinear propagation of light. So this one is very much important, as I told you last time, and again I'm going to repeat for the last time. All right. So rectilinear propagation of light. So let me explain this picture first. So in this picture, there is a burning candle on the other side, and there are three cardboards. Okay, there are three cardboards named as cardboard A, and the second cardboard is named as cardboard B, and the third one the cardboard C. And all these cardboards are made three holes. This is hole, and at the same height. Okay, all these cardboards contain same hole at the same height. All right. Okay, same size of holes. Okay, so this is first hole, second hole, and this is third one. And there is a burning candle, and on the other side there is a boy. Okay, there is, let's say he is a student, and there is a boy or a student, and he is, okay, by the help of his eye he is able to see the burning candle. Why he is able to see the burning candle? Because the light coming from the burning candle, okay, when the candle is burnt, because the burning candle is the example of the luminous body, luminous object. When the candle is burned, the light, it starts to produce light, okay, and this light travels in the straight path through these holes. All right, this light, it travels through the straight path through these holes, and ultimately it reaches to his eyes, to this spectator, you can say, this boy's eye, okay, and then he can see the image of this burning candle. So what does this figure implies? Okay, this figure implies that light always travels in a straight path. Okay, light within a same medium. Okay, if the medium is same, all right, that means if the light is traveling from air to air, that is the same medium. If the light is traveling from glass to glass, that is the same medium. If a light is traveling from water to water, same medium. Okay, water and glass, they are different medium. Are you clear? Water is one medium and glass is another medium, so they are different one. But when the light, as soon as the light is traveling in the same medium, as long as the light is traveling in the same medium, it always travels in a straight path. Okay, as long as the light is traveling in the same medium, it always travels in a straight path. This mechanism or this process is called rectilinear propagation of light. Okay, so we discussed about this in previous class. So I hope again
Can
you
I
are
ask
totally.
one question?
Just a second, alright, I shall give time to talk. Okay, let me finish first. Are you clear? So let me so this is called the rectilinear propagation of light. So just keep it in your mind that light always travels in a straight path. Okay, are you clear? Light always travels in a straight path. Light does not follow the bending path or curved path unless if the light is traveling in the same medium. As I told you earlier, same medium भनेको के हो भने same medium जस्तो कि air to air, हावाबाट हावादेखि है, that is same medium. Water to water, that is also same medium. Glass to glass, same medium. But when the light travels through different media, let's say light is traveling from glass to water, in that case when light travels through through two different media, in that case light may not travel in a straight line. Okay, but when the medium is same, all right, when the medium is exactly same, in that case there is no bending of light. Light always travels in a straight path. So this mechanism is known as rectilinear propagation of light. Okay, this is what we call rectilinear propagation of light. Okay, so students, so as we have already learned that in previous class and I repeated today, so I hope you people are clear. You people are clear about that one. Are you clear about that one? Rectilinear
Excuse me,
propagation of
sir.
light. Okay,
Excuse
listen
me,
to me
sir.
once again. Listen to me just a second, all right? Dilasa, I'll give time to just, I'll give you time little later. Okay, so just focus. So as I told you earlier, as soon as the light is traveling in the same medium, as long as the light is traveling in the same medium, okay, it travels in a straight path, no bending at all. See that answer. See that answer. Okay, travels in a straight path. That is called rectilinear propagation of light. All right, did you get the point? Okay, when light travels in a straight, when light travels within a same medium, मैले मिडियम भनेको भनिसकेको छु है, एयर, solid, liquid and gas, they are called medium. Okay, all right, so if you take glass is the example of solid, that is one medium. And if you take the example of water, that is liquid, that is another medium. And if you take example of air, that is another medium. So medium could be three, solid पनि हुन सक्छ, medium, liquid पनि हुन सक्छ र ग्यास पनि हुन सक्छ. जहाँबाट लाइट ट्राभल गर्छ नि, लाइट ट्राभल गर्ने, लाइट जहाँबाट लाइट ट्राभल गर्छ त्यो लाइट ट्राभल गर्ने पाथ, लाइट ट्राभल गर्ने एउटा अब्जेक्ट भनेको मिडियम हुन्छ है. सो द्याट कुड बी सोलिड, द्याट कुड बी लिक्विड, द्याट कुड बी ग्यास. लिसन, just keep it in your mind that as long as the light is in same medium, as long as the light is traveling within a same medium, it travels in a straight path. Okay, straight path. That is called rectilinear propagation of light. Okay, and what happens when light travels in two different media? Let's say let's say it is a bottle of water. Okay, and when light travels through water to air, yeah, water but air ma light go bhane, water is one medium and air is another medium. So there are two different media or not? When there are two different media, then in that case light does not travel straight. Light bangincha. When there are two different media, media means the plural of medium. Okay, when there are two different media, okay, when there are two different you can say substances through which light is traveling, in that case light may not travel straight. Okay, in that case light bends. But as long as the light is traveling in the same medium, like air to air, water to water, glass to glass, that is called same media. And when the light is traveling through same medium, in that case light always travels in a straight path. That is called rectilinear propagation of light. So as I showed you the picture earlier, you can see the picture here. Okay, so this picture shows, just don't talk. Okay, so this picture shows that light travels in a straight path. यदि light straight path में travel गर्ने थिएन भने, this boy would be unable to see the burning candle. Okay, if the light would travel in a bending path, then this boy would be unable to see the candle. So that means this boy can clearly see the burning candle. Okay, यो बोयले burning candle राम्रोसँग देख्नु भनेको लाइट सिधा ट्राभल गर्छ भन्ने कुरा प्रमाणित हुनु हो है. alright, and when you block the holes, जब तिमीले यसको पल्टाल्यो भने पनि के हुन्छ त, since this cardboard they are opaque objects, so light does not penetrate through it. Okay, light does not travel through it when all holes are blocked, and again this boy is unable to see the burning candle. Okay, and when all these holes are made at the same height, and then in that case light produced by this burning candle travels through these holes and ultimately reaches to the boy's eyes, and then this boy can see the object. This boy can see burning candle clearly, which means light travels in a straight path as long as light is in within the same medium. Okay, so this phenomena, this process is called rectilinear. You'll have to spell the word properly. Okay, rectilinear propagation of light. Rectilinear propagation of light. Okay, rectilinear propagation of light. So this is all about rectilinear propagation of light. Okay, now, okay, Dilasa is there. Where is Dilasa?
Yes, sir.
Dilasa. Okay, now go on. What did you
Sir,
you
yeah, you just told that if there is two medias, then the light won't pass. Yeah,
light passes
light
but
will
light does
bend.
not
Yeah.
travel straight? No, just you are wrong. Okay, when there are two different media, when there are two transparent media, did you get the point? Such as clear water and air. This bottle contains clear water, isn't it? And on the other side there is air. So through this water light passes because water is taken as a transparent object, transparent matter. And when light passes through water to air, in that case light does not travel straight, it bends. अलिकति बाङ्गिन्छ, सिधा जाँदैन. But as
Sir,
long as the
how
light
does it
is,
bend?
how does it bend?
Yeah, how
How
does
does
it
it
bend?
bend?
No.
Actually, how does it bend? Why does it bend? It is the matter of, you will have to go to little higher class. Okay, you will have to go to class 8 and then you will understand this. Okay, actually light bends due to the difference in velocity. Did you get the point? Velocity फरक हुन्छ, वाटरमा छुट्टै भेलोसिटी हुन्छ लाइटको र एयरमा छुट्टै भेलोसिटी हुन्छ. फेरि अगेन यु डु नट नो व्हाट भेलोसिटी, दैट्स व्हाई यु हैव टु लर्न इन अर्लियर क्लास. ओके, आई मीन bigger class. Okay, so anyway, so as long as the light is traveling, as long as the light is traveling in the same medium, then it travels straight. So this mechanism, this process, this phenomenon is called rectilinear propagation of light. Did you get the point? Are you clear, students? Okay, Dilasa, unmute please. Let me ask you a question.
Yes, sir.
What is rectilinear propagation of light?
Sir, within the same medium, light always travels in a straight path. This process is called, or this phenomenon is called rectilinear propagation of light.
Rectilinear. Okay, let's say light is traveling through, there are two different media. Okay, let's suppose that light is traveling through two different media. One is air and other is glass. Okay, and in that case, does light travel straight in a straight path?
No, sir. No, sir. You
Why?
just told. Because light always travels straight in the same medium. It doesn't travel straight in the two different media, so light bends.
Okay, that's right, because glass is one medium and air is another medium, isn't it? And when there are two different media, then light doesn't travel straight. There is some kind of bending. Okay, अलिकति bend हुन्छ. Did you get the point? Why does it bend? It bends due to the change in velocity of light. Why does it bend? It bends due to the change in velocity of light. Did you get the point?
Yeah.
So this is called rectilinear propagation of light. Okay.
Excuse me, sir.
All right. Yes, Sogun, go on, please.
Sir, that light always travels in a straight path, yeah, and then
Exactly.
sun is also a source of light, yeah,
Of course, it is a source of light.
and our earth always moves. No, how does light comes
How does
in
that
our
light come? Actually, you should understand that. You know what? Our Earth does not. Okay, yeah, just a thing. Okay, Earth, that whole Earth. Okay, whole Earth does not get the total amount of light given by the sun. Some part, half part gets, and half part that remains in shadow. That is called night. For example, if you talk about, like, let's talk about Nepal and America. Okay, so Nepal and America, if you see that Earth is like a spherical ball, isn't it? You might have seen globe, isn't it? Okay, globe is the duplicate model of Earth, isn't it? Okay, what is globe? Globe is the duplicate model of Earth. And let me share you one picture, okay? And then you will understand. Okay, let me share you one picture. Okay, can you see the picture now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes,
So
sir.
this yellow one, okay, let's suppose this yellow one is taken as sun, isn't it? It is the sun. Can you see the bigger yellow part? This one.
Yes, sir.
Can you see? Yes, this is sun, okay. And let's say this is the Earth, all right? And you know what? Earth has two kinds of motion. One is rotatory motion. This is the axis of rotation, okay? And Earth rotates in this way. It rotates like a globe. Have you seen the globe? And how does the globe rotate? So in the same way, Earth rotates, okay? And So this part actually now this part it is facing towards the sun, isn't it? हेर त यो पार्टले सनलाई फेस गरेको छ, यो
Yes.
पार्टले सनलाई फेस गरेको छ हैन, and this part gets the light at the यो पार्टले अब लाइट पायो, सनको लाइट यो पार्टले पायो, तर पछाडीको पार्टले लाइट पाउँदैन. And that's why this dark part, the back part of the earth remains dark. अब यहाँ अहिले नाइट भइरहेछ. At this part of the earth there is night, and this part is facing day. And again बिस्तारै फेरि यो पार्ट घुम्दै घुम्दै यता पछाडी जान्छ र पछाडीको पार्ट अगाडि आउँछ, because earth has rotatory motion. We all know about that one, isn't it? Because okay, as जसरी ग्लोब घुम्छ त्यही तरिकाले अर्थ पनि घुम्छ. Right now this part is facing sun, so in this यो पार्टमा पर्ने कन्ट्रीहरू हुन्छ नि, लाइक लेट्स नेपाल बिलोङ्स, नेपालहरु विभिन्न देशमा चाहिँ यो पार्टमा अलि डे भइरहेछ. Okay, and the opposite part, okay, like you can say America, these countries they are facing night. Okay, all right, because Nepal and America they just lie opposite each other. यहाँ नेपाल चाहिँ यताबाट अमेरिका हुन्छ के. Okay, they just face
Sir,
opposite, all right?
but sir, I was talking about that. Not that that I'm not talking about rotation. I'm talking about that revolution of that around
Yeah,
the sun. No.
yeah, while revolving also, and you know one thing, Earth, Sun also revolves around the galaxy. So both objects they revolve at the same time. Okay, revolution occurs at the same time. Not only Earth, Sun also revolves. That's why they revolve at the same time. And while Sun revolves, this part face the Earth. They face गरेर or anyway, so the part which faces the Earth that becomes day, that is bright, which is called day, and the opposite part of Earth that becomes night. Okay, so this is how days and nights they occur. So we shall learn that in another chapter. All right. Okay, we shall learn about Earth in that astronomy. Okay, in that topic we shall study about that one. All right. So anyway, now, so what I was saying that within a same medium, Arusi,
Yes,
mute,
sir.
mute your microphone. I can hear noise. Okay. Anyway, so within the same medium, within the same path, within the same medium, light always travels in a straight path. So this mechanism is called rectilinear propagation of light. Okay, yes, Anandita, tell me.
Sir, sun केलाई revolve गर्छ?
Sorry?
Sun कसलाई revolve गर्छ? जसरी earth sunलाई गर्छ भने sun कसलाई?
Sun revolves, there is one, sun revolves around the galactic center. Okay, there is galaxy, all right? So the galaxy where our solar system belongs, that is called Milky Way galaxy, right? Okay,
Yes,
our
I
solar
know.
system belongs to a galaxy called Milky Way galaxy, and Milky Way galaxy has a center. Have you seen a circle? Let us suppose that circle, okay, have you seen circle? Circle थाहा छ नि? Suppose that circle is a galaxy, okay? Let us believe that circle is a galaxy, and circle, जुन circle को center हुन्छ नि, that circle ko center, that is called galactic center, and within that center the sun revolves around that. Okay, within that center, त्यो सेन्टरलाई फिक्स पोइन्ट मानेर चाहिँ सनले वरिपरि त्यसलाई घुमेको हुन्छ. Okay, all right, did you get the point?
Yes, sir.
Now listen to me, we shall learn this in another class. Okay, because we shall learn about solar system. Okay, in another lesson we'll have to learn about astronomy. All right, just a second please, no noise. Okay, अर्को लेसनमा हामीले ग्यालेक्सीको बारेमा, अर्को लेसन हामीले प्लानेट्सहरुको बारेमा, सोलर सिस्टमको बारेमा पढ्नु पर्छ है. So in that lesson I shall teach you about the revolution of Earth. Okay, we shall talk about the, you can say, planets. All right, we shall talk about rotation of the Earth. All right, we shall learn about the change in seasons. All right, anyway, now, so are you clear about rectilinear propagation of light?
Yes, sir.
Okay, very good. Siddhant Paudel,
Yes, sir.
are you clear about rectilinear propagation of light?
Yes, sir.
Now tell me, what is rectilinear propagation of light?
Rectilinear is a line.
Rectilinear propagation of light. This
Yeah.
happens when you don't pay interest, isn't it? Sometimes you turn off a video, sometimes you just turn off a video and you go somewhere, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Video off गरेर यताउता गएपछि कहाँ बुझिन्छ त नि? ध्यान दिएर सुन्नु पर्यो नि. Okay, please mute your audio. Anyway, within a same medium, light travels in a straight path. So this mechanism is called rectilinear propagation of light. Okay, so okay, now let me share the screen once again. So Prakriti Giri, Prakriti, are you there? Okay, Josna,
Yes, sir.
are you clear about rectilinear propagation of light?
Yes, sir.
Okay, tell me, what is it?
When light pass through a medium,
Same medium.
yes, the same medium that is called
Light travels in a straight path. Okay, light travels in a straight way as long as it is traveling in the same medium.
Yes.
That is called rectilinear propagation of light. Okay, now let me share the screen once again. All right, now so you can see the second picture there. Okay, okay, so you can see here. Now on the very first picture there is a burning, there is a bulb. Okay, and on the other end there is human eye, and this eye is able to see the bulb because light is traveling straight. हेर त सीधा गइरहेछ. Now this eye could clearly see the bulb. All right, now if you go to the second picture, okay, the light up to here, light travels in a straight path, and then you know what, this person, actually this person is using a tube. Okay, actually it is a glass tube. All right, this person is using a tube. All right, so through this tube light travels straight, and you can see the object clear. You can see this because light travels in a straight line, and through this one the light up to here, light travels in a straight path, and through this one it strikes here. Yeah, strike huncha, isn't it? Strikes huncha, and then okay, some part of the light, if it is the polished one, यदि यो polished one छ भने light यहाँबाट फर्केर आउँछ. But in this case, in the second case, the object, this boy may be unable to see the object because up to here light travels in a straight path. अब यहाँबाट सिधै त जान्छ यो, यहाँ नआइकन यतापट्टि आँखामा नआइकन यताबाट जान्छ, isn't it? So okay, if this boy is using a transparent tube, all right, in this case this boy may not be able to see this object. That's the first one is called rectilinear propagation of light, and the second one that is called non-rectilinear propagation of light. Okay, so when the light travels in a straight path, that is called rectilinear propagation of light. Okay,
Oh, that is bended, no?
that's why the second one is what you can see the picture there. What is second one? That is non-rectilinear propagation of light. Okay, the second one is what? Second one is the first one, that is rectilinear propagation of light, and the second one that is non-rectilinear propagation of light. Okay, because light,
Excuse me,
because
sir.
light always travels in a straight path. Yes.
Sir, if the pipe was polished, then he will be able to see.
Yes. If the pipe was polished like a mirror, then that boy, because of the reflection of light, that boy may be able to see the object. Okay. Do you get the point? If the pipe this had been polished like a mirror, यदि यो पाइप चाहिँ मिरर जस्तै पोलिस गरेको थियो भने यहाँसम्म लाइट सिधा जान्छ, यहाँ ठोकेर यताबाट जान्थ्यो, हैन? And then this boy would be able to see the object, but it is not called the rectilinear propagation of light. Okay, the first one is called rectilinear propagation of light, and the second one that is non-rectilinear propagation of light. Okay, because light should travel in a straight path, right? That is called rectilinear propagation of light.
Excuse me, sir.
Okay, now let me just let me finish. Okay, now we are going to learn about the important one, that is ray and beam of light. So before that, yes, who was speaking earlier?
Sir, me.
Who, me? Dilesa?
Yes, sir.
Okay, please go on, quick.
So yeah, in our books, it has written that the propagation of light in a straight path through a transparent homogeneous medium is called rectilinear propagation of light. Yes, sir. What means transparent homogeneous medium?
And you know what? You just okay, while you study, तिमीले पढ्दाखेरि चाहिँ सबैभन्दा सजिलो सेन्टेन्सहरु पढ्ने है. So actually the definition which is given in a book, that is quite complicated one. Okay. All right, and whatever I gave you on the slide, that is the simple one. तिम्रो बुकले भनेको कुरा र मैले दिएको definition exactly same नै हो. Do you get the point? What is the difference? The difference is that the book language, that is quite complicated, and the language I gave, that is simple and easy. Okay, that's why. Okay, definition. Okay, you'll have to learn the definition which I gave you in that through that slide. Are you clear? Okay.
Yes,
Anyway,
sir.
so now let me share the screen. Okay, so the ray and beam of light. So you can see the picture there. Okay, so before we go to the definition, so see the picture. Can you see the green one, like arrowhead? Can you see the green one there, like arrowhead?
Yes, sir.
And there is and you can see there are a lot of arrows, isn't it? The second picture, right? You can see the lot of arrows there, the collection of rays of light, and the first one, that is a single ray of light. Okay, that is the narrow path of light. Are you clear? Okay.
Yes.
So this, the first picture indicates that the very narrow path of light, एकदमै थोरै लाइट, मसिनो लाइट छ यो. Okay, this is a very narrow path of light. All right, and then this is a thick amount of light. Okay, you can see the collection of many rays of light. Okay, so this, let me give you one example. All right, so let's say it is a cardboard. You can see, you can look on the camera please, or you can look at me. Let's say it is a cardboard. Okay, suppose गर कि यो cardboard हो. All right, now by taking the help of needle, सानो सियो, you might have seen needle, isn't it? By taking the help of needle, you make a small hole here, सानो पाल बनाऊ. Okay, take one cardboard, okay, or you can take hard cover. Okay, if book hard cover bhaye pani huncha, like this one. And then but this book should be or the cover, the cardboard should be opaque object. Okay, you should just take one cardboard which is opaque object and make a small hole there. Sana pal banao by the help of needle or by the help of safety pin, make a small hole. Okay, and then after you make hole, then you just take one torchlight. Okay, let's say it is the torchlight. Okay,
Sir, let me.
just a second. Okay, let's say just a second. All right, let's say it is a cardboard. Okay, and then यहाँ सानो पाल बनाउने तिमीले, make a small hole. Are you clear? And on the and take a torchlight. Let's say it is a torchlight. Okay, actually I am using mobile flash, and it's a torchlight ball. And after you glue the torchlight, after you switch on the torchlight, through that hole, a small amount of light goes to other side or not? Through that hole, the small amount of light goes to other side or not?
Sir.
Through that small hole, very small amount of light goes through the other side or not? Yes, that is called the ray of light. Okay, that is called what? Ray of light. So the very narrow path of light. If the light is traveling, if the less amount of light or the narrow amount of light is passing through any body or a small hole, that is called the ray of light. So as you can see on the slide there, so the very narrow path of light is called the ray of light. So you can see the figure there. Okay, this is the figure of ray of light. It is very narrow, machino khalko, a small one, less amount of light, because as you know that light always travels in a straight path within the same medium. Okay, so this is the ray of light. And when a lot of rays of light are collected, okay, the collection of many rays of light is called the beam of light. You can see on the figure there, this one. How many rays are here? 1 ray, 2 ray, 3, 4, 5. So 5 rays are collected to make the beam of light. Okay, so this is called beam of light, and this one is called the ray of light. Okay, and there are other beam also. This is called the divergent beam, and this one is called the convergent beam. Okay, divergent beam means what? When the rays of light, they are scattering, splitting from the single point. Here the point बाट light हरु छरिएर गएको छ नि. From this point one light goes here, other light goes there. In this way, the scattering rays of light, that is called divergent beam. And when all the rays of light, they meet at a point. So this is one ray meeting at this point, this is other ray meeting at this point, another ray meeting at this point. So when all the rays of light meet at a common point, that is called convergent beam of light. And when all the rays of light, they scatter or they split from a point, that is called divergent beam of light. And when all the rays of light, they go straight, okay, being parallel to each other, that is called parallel beam of light. Okay, so this is called rays and beam of light. All right, so listen once again.
How they split?
The very narrow, just a second, all right, the very narrow path of light, that is called ray of light. The very narrow path of light, that is called ray of light. And when lot of rays of light are collected, okay, when lot of rays of light are collected, then it forms the beam of light. Okay, so this is parallel beam. Basically there are 3 types of beam of light: parallel beam, this is convergent beam, and this last one, that is this is divergent beam, and the last one, that is convergent beam. Okay, so students, are you clear about ray of light and beam of light? Don't worry, you don't have to copy, okay, Sagun, because I shall share you the slide later. All right, I will share the slide, not to panic. Or you can copy, you can get the slide from the Google Classroom also. Just understand, okay? So
Sir,
what
how
I said,
they split from one point?
what I said is that when the light follows the small path, narrow path, when light travels through a narrow path, okay, when light travels through a very narrow path, that is called ray of light. And when lot of rays of light are collected, then that is called beam of light. Okay, so if you take the example of the let's say, what happens when you just a second, okay, what happens when you turn on the what happens when you turn on the electric bulb? के हुन्छ तिमीले बत्ती बाल्यो भने? What happens when you turn on the electric bulb? Your room becomes bright or not? Your room becomes bright or not? Because the light which is given by the bulb, that goes to the all direction. Okay, that diverges, that splits to all direction, isn't it? That goes to all direction, isn't it? So that is called divergent beam. That is called divergent beam. And when all the rays of light, they are collected at a point. So for example, when you turn on the laser light, have you seen the laser light, laser torch? When the laser torch, you focus the laser torch on something, then the rays of light, they are collected at a point. That is called convergent beam. Okay, so when the rays of light, they go away from the source. When the rays of light go away from the source, that is called convergent beam. When the rays of light, they come to a point, that is called divergent beam. Okay, let's say for example, there is a let's say you are burning a fire. Okay, आगो बालिरहेको छ, आगो बाल्दाखेरि त्यो आगोले वरिपरि पुरै उज्यालो हुन्छ कि हुँदैन? that makes the certain part, that burning fire makes the certain part bright or not? That makes the certain part bright. That is called divergent light, divergent beam you can say. Okay. And when the light makes certain area only bright, thori part matra bright गर्छ भने that is called convergent beam. Did you get the point? When the rays of light they are collected, you can see on the picture here. Okay. See what does the picture say? See here. So at this point, see here. Go to the second figure. Okay, this one. हेर त के छ? So through this point, all the rays of light they are scattered. यहाँबाट छरिएको छ हेर त. One light goes to this direction, other goes to this point. In this way, the rays of light they are scattered. So the scattered rays of light that is called divergent beam. And at this point, all the rays of light they are meeting at this point or not? They are meeting. This ray of light is meeting at this point. It is meeting at this point. It is meeting at this point. That means all the rays of light they are collected at a point. So this is called convergent beam. And when the rays of light they go straight, when a lot of rays of light they go straight, then that is called parallel beam. Okay, students, are you clear about ray of light and beam of light? All right, now, okay, Josna Pokhrel,
Yes, sir.
tell me what is ray of light?
The ray of light when a small amount of a really narrow path of light comes is from something is called a ray of light.
See once again.
When a really small amount of light comes from something, that is called or a hole.
Or you
That
can
is
say the very narrow path of light. The very narrow path of light. That is called. Okay, what is beam of light then?
When that ray of light are in the same point, that is called beam of light.
See once again.
When the collection of ray of light is called beam of light.
What are the types of beam of light?
The beam of light. The parallel beam of light.
Good.
And parallel beam of light.
Yes, parallel beam of light. Secondly, second one.
Divergent beam of light.
Yes, divergent beam of light. Very
divergent.
Good. Yes, divergent. And third one.
And convergent beam of light.
Very good. Wonderful. Okay. Sakun, please unmute.
Yes, sir.
Tell me divergent beam of light.
Divergent beam of light. When a light is glowed, there is the light is spread on the whole area. That is called divergent.
Yes, that's right. I mean, we are learning the lesson light. Okay. Okay. And today we shall give the final touch about that lesson, and we shall conclude the lesson. So as we all know that light is one kind of energy. It is one form of energy, and that makes the object visible. All right. So because of due to absence of light, we cannot see anything. All right. So at night time there is dark, because at night time there is no light, and we'll have to use the artificial source of light such as torch light and even electric bulb. They are called the artificial or secondary sources of light. And by the help of these secondary sources of light, we can see objects. We can do our activities at home. Okay, at night time. And at daytime there is the mega source of light, that is called the sun. Sun is known as the mega source of light because it is one of the biggest source of light on the earth. So because of the sunlight, we are being able to do our daily activities. We can read our books. We can do our daily activities. We can play sports, isn't it? Okay, that is all due to the presence of light. So light is one of the most important form of energy, which makes the object visible. Okay, you know it very well, isn't it? So light is one of the most important form of energy that makes the object visible. So due to the presence of light, okay, we can see any object clearly. Okay, if you want to see any object clearly, then you need two things. One, you need the enough amount of light, not much light, not less light. Okay, if you get much amount of light, or if you get more amount of light, then it may damage your eyesight. For example, you should not face the sun directly. When you look at the sun directly, then because of that bright, actually sun is a bright object, isn't it? Sun is known as the brightest object. So because of that bright light, our eyesight may get damaged. Did you get the point? Which is why excessively high amount of light is not good, and excessively less amount of light is also not good. So we need the balanced amount of light. Okay, not much, not less. Okay, and you know what? when you read or when you use less amount of light, then it may damage your eyesight. लाइट थोरै हुँदा पनि हामीलाई घाटा हुन्छ र लाइट धेरै हुँदा पनि घाटा हुन्छ. एकदमै धेरै लाइट छ भने हाम्रो आँखाको लेन्स हो, आईको लेन्स हुन्छ. Our eye has lens, okay? So that lens may get damaged and we may be turned into blind, okay? Permanently we may get blind. And if we are reading in a low light, यदि हामी एकदमै थोरै लाइटमा कामहरु गर्यौं पढ्यो भने हाम्रो आँखालाई स्ट्रेस बढी हुन्छ. Our eyes may get stressed, which is why we may again our eyesight may get damaged. That's why much big amount like more amount of light is also not good for health, and less amount of light is also not good for health. Actually, no, it is not good for our eyes, okay? So anyway, light is a form of energy, okay? Light is a form of energy that makes the object visible, all right? So if you want to see things, object, then you need two things. If you want to see any object clearly, then you need two things. One, enough amount of light, good amount of light, and secondly, we need our eyes, okay? Okay, healthy eyes. Are you clear? Not weak eyes, healthy eyes. Are you clear? So by the help of these two things, we can see the object clearly. And basically those bodies which produce light, okay? So let me share the screen. Just a second, all right? I would like to share the screen.
So this is third lesson, yes?
Yes, it is third lesson, by the way. All right, is there any possibility of sharing screen? Admin, please. Would you make provision of sharing screen, admin?
Sir, we were reading ray and beam of light, no?
Yes. I know that, okay? Because today we shall revise, we shall give the final touch, and then we shall finish the lesson. Are you clear? Did you get the point or not? Today we shall revise, and then I shall give you the final touch of the lesson. We shall answer some questions, and then this lesson will be over. Did you get the point? Admin, please, would you manage, would you let me share screen? Ranjana ma'am, are you there? Ranjana ma'am, are you there? Please help me share screen. So, all right. So by that, in the meantime, so as I told you earlier, namaste. Okay. In the meantime, so till let me check. Okay, it is not fixed. Anyway, so as I told you earlier, so if you want to see objects clearly, then you need two things. One, you need the good amount of light, okay, enough amount of light, and secondly, you need healthy eyes. And if you talk about the sources of light, okay, so basically those things which give us light, okay, those things which give us light, they are called the sources of light, right? Or you can say those objects which produce light, they are called the sources of light. Did you get the point? Those objects which produce light, they are called the sources of light. So basically stars, sun, fireflies, they are called the sources of light. So basically the sources of light can be classified into two. There are two types of sources of light. One is known as natural source of light, and the second one that is known as artificial source of light, okay? Natural, basically there are two major sources of light. There one is known as artificial source of light, which is made by the man. Okay, man-made source of light. They are called artificial. मान्छेले बनाएको आर्टिफिशियल हो क्या मान्छेले लाइट बनाउँछ नि बनाउँदैन मान्छेले टर्च लाइट बनाउँछ by the help of torch light we get light. The people they have made electric bulb, okay, through that we get light. The people they have made tube light, okay, we also get light from the tube light. So they are called the artificial sources of light, okay. And the sources of light which is given by the nature, such as sun, it is given by the nature or not? Because we did not make sun. Did we make sun? We did not make sun, all right? It is made by the nature. That's why sun is known as the natural source of light. Not only sun, even firefly. In Nepali, it is called junkiri, okay, firefly. It is also natural source of light, though firefly gives less amount of light, okay? Firefly gives very less amount of light, though still it is taken as a natural source of light, okay? And the source of light which is made by the man, they are called artificial, all right? Just a second, okay, let me fix.
Sir, the firefly blow in night, yes?
Yes, of course. Actually, it produces light at daytime also, but at daytime because of the sunlight, okay, because at daytime the day is bright, isn't it? So that's why the light which is produced by the firefly, it is not visible, it is not seen. And at night time there is no sun, everything that is dark, isn't it? So because of that one, we can see the firefly at night, okay? Anyway, firefly produces light all the time. Do you get the point or not?
All the time, sir.
Yes, it does produce light all the time.
Morning to night.
Yes, it does. All right, now, so let me share the screen, okay? Still it is not possible. Is there anyone else? Admin, please will let me share the screen.
Sir, I have a question.
Just a second, okay? Is there anyone? Let me share the screen, please. No one is there.
Sir, can I ask you the
Yes.
question?
No, yeah. Please go on. Yeah, Anand, please, quick.
Sir,
Sir,
Mhm.
हामीको त त्यसले sun थिएन. And everyone tell that sun is made from nature, and for the big blast we are the earth and moon, suns are the small pieces of the sun. Yes, sir.
Yeah, maybe that is, I don't know about that one, but actually the people say that actually no one knows the truth. Okay, how
Okay.
the planets have been made. Okay, how Earth is made, how other planets like Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, they are made. Okay, actually no one knows the fact. Okay, but some people believe that they are the part of the sun. Okay, the Earth and
Okay.
other planets, they are made from the sun. They are the small part, small fragments of the sun. Did you get the point? Actually no one
Okay.
knows the fact, because none of the people, because the planets were formed before the evolution of the human beings. Okay, मान्छे आउनुभन्दा अगाडि प्लानेटहरू पहिला बनेको नि, त्यही भएर the people, according to the scientists, they say that the planets including Earth and other heavenly bodies are formed, they are also the part of the sun. Okay, are you clear? But actually it may
Um,
not be true. Okay, it is just a hypothetical
and
talk.
sir,
Okay,
the
anyway.
scientist says that के भन्छ गडहरू एउटा पोजिटिभ एनर्जी घोस्ट आर दि
Okay, maybe
नेगेटिभ
that is, I don't know
एनर्जी.
about that. Let's not talk about it. Okay, because science does not believe
No,
in God. Are
sir.
you
I
clear?
want to know that कि sun कसरी आयो, अर्थ
Actually what
कसरी आयो, त्यसको
sun,
त
it is,
मेनै थ्योरिज छ, तर
no,
sun कसरी
actually
आयो
no,
त्यसको एउटा
actually
पनि
it took,
छैन.
Scientistलाई सोध please.
listen to me now. Actually it took millions of years to form sun. Okay, sun is made by the dust particles, right? Dust particles found in the space. Okay, the dust particles, they get collected and they turn into a big ball, and because of the nuclear fusion reaction, it is sun is formed. So we shall discuss about that in higher class. Okay, because since you are in
Okay,
class 6
sir.
now, that's why you may not understand that thing. So you'll have to go to little higher class, maybe 8, 9 or 10, and then you'll understand how the sun has been made, how planets they are formed. Okay, we shall learn about that in detail. Okay, anyway, now let me say this.
Okay.
All right. Okay, so are you ready? Students, are you ready? Do you hear me properly or not?
Yes, sir.
That's good.
Yes,
That's good.
sir.
Okay, fine.
Yes, sir.
Fantastic.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Okay, now please mute. Okay, mute. Do not speak at the middle. Okay, now let me say this. All right? Nobody talks. Okay. Nisab, where are you looking at? Nisab, look at the screen. Okay. You're looking out of window. All right. Now let me say this. All right. Okay. Okay. So we learned about light, we discussed about the light. Okay, and we also learned about the sources of light. So basically they are taken as a sources of light. Okay, it is slight revision. Okay, यो रिभिजन हो है, फेरि कतिजनाले क्लास मिस गर्नु भएको छ भने रिभिजन हो यो. Did you get the point? And because today we are almost at the end of this lesson. Okay, we have already finished the lesson last time, so today I'm going to give you the final touch. That's why it is slight revision. Okay, so basically those objects which give us light, they are called the sources of light, as we talked earlier. Okay, those objects or those devices, those things which give us light, they are taken as the sources of light. We obtain light from these objects. Okay, they are sun, electricity, lamp, fossil fuel, and biofuel. Okay, so sun, you all are quite familiar about sun and electricity. So by the help of electricity we can produce light. So for example, electricity is used to run electronic devices like electric bulb. An electric bulb consumes electricity, and that converts electrical energy into light energy. So electricity is also the one of the most important source of electricity. Okay, after sun, electricity is taken as one of the most important source of electricity. I mean to say, electricity is taken as one of the most important source of light. Okay, after sun, and then it is lamp. Okay, the lamp may be made of kerosene lamp पनि हुन सक्छ, fossil fuel lamp पनि हुन सक्छ. The lamp could be electrical one, though whatever the lamp is, it is also taken as one source of light. So sun is the source of light, electricity is the source of light. All right, and then okay, and electricity is the source of light. Okay, and the lamp is source of light, and fossil fuel. So as I talked last time, fossil fuel means petroleum products. Okay, such as kerosene is fossil fuel. Okay, and then petrol is fossil fuel, diesel is fossil fuel. They are also taken as a source of light, because when fossil fuel is burned, it produces light. Okay, यो fossil fuel बाट हामीले लाइट पाउँछौँ. कसरी पाउँछौँ त? जब हामीले fossil fuel लाई बाल्छौँ तब लाइट आउँछ. Okay, this is fossil fuel. All right, and biofuel. So gobar gas is called biofuel. So you might have heard gobar gas. Gobar gas, the other name of biofuel is gobar gas. Okay, so when the gobar gas is burned or biofuel that is burned, then it also gives us light. Okay, so they are taken as the sources of light. Okay, so we discussed last time, and again, now these are some examples of the sources of light. Okay, this is electric bulb, is one source of light. This is dio, it is also one kind of lamp. Okay, the source of light. And the mega source of light, that is sun, it is taken as the biggest biggest and the biggest source of light. Okay, and it is bedside lamp, which is used in our bedside. It is lamp, source of light. Burning candle, it is a source of light. And burning fire, that is also a source of light. Okay, so these all are
Sir,
sources of
sir,
light.
sun is the main source of light.
Yeah,
Light
sun is known
main.
as the ultimate or main source of light. Yes, sun is known as the biggest or main source of light. Okay, any confusion there? Any confusion there, Sagun?
Sir.
No. Okay, very good. All right. Now we are talking about now luminous and non-luminous object. Okay, so if you talk about luminous object, luminous means which has its own light. Okay, and non-luminous means those objects or those substances which do not have their own light. All right, we can see the definition there. Those objects which produce light by themselves, just जोसँग जसले आफैले light निकाल्न सक्छ है, those objects which are capable of producing light by themselves, they are called the luminous object. Okay, for example, sun, stars, fireflies, burning candle, okay, burning fire. These are some examples of the luminous object, because these objects are capable of producing light by themselves. They are able to produce light by themselves. They do not need help of any other thing to produce light. That's why they are called the luminous objects, or luminous, you can say luminous objects. Yes, all right. And if we talk about non-luminous object, you can see there those objects which do not produce light by themselves. They are incapable. So these objects are incapable in producing light. Okay, they do not produce light by themselves. Okay, that's it. Those objects or those things which are unable to make light themselves, or which are unable to produce light by themselves, they are called non-luminous objects. Example: moon, brick, stone, wall, house. Okay, these are some examples of the non-luminous objects. Did you get the point?
Can I ask one question?
Yeah, please go on.
That this like this moon, brick, stone, wall are no, they can't produce light by themselves, but they are a source of light. Yeah.
No, they are not source of light. How can, have you seen a brick producing light? तिमीले देखाएको छ brickले कसले light निकालेको?
No.
Then have you seen stone producing light?
No.
Have you seen wall producing light? No.
No, but
Have you seen
moon
house
produces
producing
light.
light? No. That's why, since actually moon does not have its own light. Okay, we can see, we
Yeah.
like
So-
at night time. Just a second, all right. At night time we see moon bright. हामीले रातिको समयमा moon अलिकति चम्केको देख्छौँ हैन, उज्यालो देख्छौँ. तर हामीले सोचौँ कि moonले light दिएको होला हैन. Actually moonले light, आफ्नो light moonले दिएको होइन. There is sun. Moon reflects the light of the sun. moonले चाहिँ के गर्छ भने सनको लाइटलाई नि फर्काइदिन्छ क्या. moonले के गर्छ त, moonले चाहिँ सनको लाइटलाई नि रिफ्लेक्ट गरिदिन्छ. Okay, moon reflects the light from the sun like a mirror. Just a second, just let me give you 1 second, just let me give one example. Okay, let us take a mirror. So this is a mirror. You can see the mirror. What is this? It is a mirror, isn't it? It is mirror. Now, okay, so this is, it is my mobile phone. I'm producing light by the flashlight. Now let me give you one example. Okay, when this light falls on the mirror, so can you see mirror shining? Can you see mirror shining?
Yes,
Yes,
Mirror
sir.
चम्केको देखिन तिमीले?
Yes, sir.
Can you see mirror shining?
And this flashlight.
Listen,
More than the
just a second, just a
flashlight.
second. Mohit, please mute.
Yes,
Mute
sir.
your microphone. Mohit, jump. Can you see mirror shining? No. Yes, you can see. And now, can you see mirror shining? No. हेर त अहिले मिरर साइन भएको छैन. यदि मिररले लाइट निकाले भए त सधैँ साइन हुनु पर्थेन हैन र? अहिले त मिरर साइन भएन त. जब मैले यसमा लाइट यसरी पार्छु बल्ल यो साइन हुन्छ क्या. That means mirror shines by the help of the light produced by the mobile phone. यो मेरो मोबाइल फोनको लाइट मिररले रिफ्लेक्सन गर्छ हेर. ओके, यो यहाँ मेरो मोबाइलको फ्ल्यास लाइट चाहिँ मिररले रिफ्लेक्ट गर्छ. यसो हेर्दाखेरि मिररले लाइट निकालेको हो कि जस्तो लाग्छ हैन? यसो हामीले हेर्दाखेरि मिररबाट नै लाइट निस्केको हो कि जस्तो लाग्छ, तर होइन. That is wrong. Mirror does not give light. So in the same way, moon is like a mirror. Okay, moon is like a mirror. So moon जसरी मिररले लाइटलाई रिफ्लेक्सन गर्छ त्यसरी नै मूनले पनि सनको लाइटलाई रिफ्लेक्सन गरेको हुन्छ. That's why moon appears bright. Actually, moon is called the non-luminous source of light. Okay, non-luminous object. Did you get the point? Any
Moon
confusion?
is not a source of light.
Sorry?
Moon is not a source of light.
Yes, moon is not a source of light. Did you get the point?
Sir, I have one question.
Who is that?
Sir, me.
Yeah,
Sir,
okay, please go on.
the moon only reflects at night, yes? it doesn't reflect at day. Why?
No, it also reflects light at day, but at daytime because sun is very bright. एकदमै दिउँसो उज्यालो हुन्छ है, एकदमै उज्यालो भएको हुनाले मुनको लाइट दिउँसो देखिँदैन के. Just let me give you one example. Just a second. Let me give you one example. Okay. Let's say there is a bright sunny day. एकदमै चर्को घाम लागेको दिन छ, हैन? Let's say there is a bright sunny day. एकदमै चर्को घाम लागेको छ. तिमीले त्यहाँ एउटा क्यान्डल बाल्यो भने त्यसले उज्यालो दिन्छ? एकदमै चर्को घाम लागेको बेलामा तिमीले बर्निङ क्यान्डल बाल्यो भने त्यसले लाइट दिन्छ दिँदैन नि. तर क्यान्डलले लाइट निकालेको छ कि छैन त? छ नि, छैन र? So in front of sun, candle is small one. Okay, the light produced by the candle that is that is suppressed, or that is suppressed by the sun. Sun is a bright object, so that's why it is meaningless. The same thing happens in case of moon also. Did you get the point? Are you clear? So at night time there is
And
no sun.
why we see
Listen,
moon
just a
in the
second.
night?
Just a second. So at night time there is no sun. Okay. At night time there is no sun, and then when there is no sun, then moon appears bright. Okay, and again when the end of the day the sun comes, and again the moon that remains in shadow. Did you get the point? That is the situation. All right.
सर तर कहिले
Sir,
काहीँ
because
मुन त दिनमा
Now,
पनि
okay,
हेरा
enough. Just a second, please. Calm down. Okay, please mute your microphone. Now let me share a screen. All right. So this is all about luminous and non-luminous object. Okay, so you can take a look. Okay, just take a look on the definition once. Okay, now I hope you people just saw what's written on the slide. Okay, now let's go to another one. So basically now there are three kinds of objects. Okay, they are transparent object, translucent. So transparent, translucent, and opaque one. Okay, so we have already discussed about it in our previous class. So those objects through which light passes easily. Those objects through which light passes easily, they are called transparent object. Example, clear water, plain glass, air. Okay, they are called transparent object. Okay, so those objects through which light passes easily, जहाँबाट light सजिलै pass हुन्छ. Okay, those objects through which light passes easily, they are called transparent object. So those objects through which light passes partially, okay, that they are called translucent object. Example, oil paper, grounded glass, all right, and then wax paper. So these are the objects through which light passes in less amount. Partially means in very less amount. All right, so this is called translucent object. And those objects through which light does not pass at all, okay, they totally block the light, they are called opaque object. Example, whiteboard, colored plastic, mirrors, okay, brick, all right, wall, cardboard. So these are some examples of translucent, opaque object. Okay, so these are the
Also, yeah.
transparent object, translucent object, and opaque object. Any confusion about this one? So these are some examples. Okay, the examples of the transparent object is this is lens. Okay, spectacle. All right, because through spectacle light passes easily. And these are translucent objects. So this is gallon, it is translucent object because through this one light passes partially. And this, can you see the cardboard here? So this is called the
So
opaque
you haven't
object
shared the
because-
screen.
Yes, sorry,
Sorry, you
So
haven't
you
shared
haven't
share
shared
the
the screen.
screen.
I just I
Yes,
shared.
yes,
Is it
sir.
clear?
Just forgot to share the screen.
Haven't
Okay,
shared
fine.
the
Let me,
screen.
no problem. Now you can see on the slide. Okay, can you see now?
Yes, sir.
No, just a second. All right, just a second, please. Yes, now you can see the text. Okay, can you see the text there? Can you see it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Now transparent,
Yes, sir.
translucent, and opaque. Can you see the definition there?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, please go on. Go through it once. Okay. See it. Those objects through which light passes partially, they are called translucent. Those objects through which light passes totally, they are called transparent. And those objects through which light does not pass at all, that is called opaque. The examples of the transparent are clear water, plain glass, air. The examples of the translucent are oil paper, grounded glass, and waxed paper. And the examples of the opaque, they are called whiteboard, colored plastic, mirrors, brick, wall, cardboard. They are some examples of the opaque object. Okay, so you can see the figure there. All right, let me share you the figure. Yes, this is the spectacle. Okay, and through this glass light passes easily. Okay, so it is taken as transparent object. You can see there. Okay, transparent object. So by the help of spectacle, you can see. That means if you can see, that means light passes through the spectacle. Okay, and it is gallon. Can you see the gallon there? It is called the translucent because through this light passes partially. Okay, in certain amount, not totally, in certain amount light passes partially. So it is called translucent object, and you can see the cardboard there. Okay, this person is turning on torch light, and then look at that cardboard. It blocks the light because light is not able to go to other side. Okay, this side is dark. That means light does not pass through this side, through this cardboard. So which is why the cardboard is taken as opaque object. Okay, so these are called transparent object, opaque object, and translucent object. Okay, now let's learn about the optical medium. So we also discuss about optical medium, air, water, glass, etc. There are so many examples: air, water, glass. I gave some 3 examples there: air, water, glass, etc. Through which light passes easily are called optical medium. It is the camera lens. Camera lens is taken as one optical medium, and even there you can take the example of lens, that is optical medium. Okay, eyeglass, or you can say hand lens, that is optical medium. Telescope, optical medium. Microscope, sorry, microscope, it contains lens, that is optical medium. Microscope, okay, they are called optical instruments. Camera is optical instrument. Okay,
सर कुनै कुनै मिररबाट के भन्छ लाइट पास पनि भइसक्छन् कुनै कुनैबाट हुँदैन भने मिररलाई
not
के
that, but
भन्ने
mirror is the example of opaque object. Okay, but actually mirror is taken as optical medium because mirror is made up from glass. Glass for mirror बनाएको हुन्छ. As I told you last time, the back part or back side of the glass, that is polished, okay, using silver color. That's why it is optical medium. Okay, actually mirror is a normal glass, usual glass. Okay, unless
Sir,
the glass,
mirror is optical medium.
yes, it is optical medium. Anyway, now let's focus on the
No question.
rectilinear propagation of light. Okay, so this is very much important because I've been telling you. Okay, I just told you a lot of times, this is important one: rectilinear propagation of light. Okay, now you can see the definition there. So actually we all know that light travels in a straight path. Okay, light travels in a straight line. You can see the figure there. There is a burning candle. Can you see it? There is a burning candle on the other side, and there are 3 cardboards. Okay, A, B, and C, and all these 3 cardboards are made small hole there. Okay, they are 3 cardboards contain small holes. Okay, and they are at the same level, at the same height. Are you clear? These 3 A, B, and C holes, they are put at same height, and when the candle is burned, the light produced by the candle goes through this hole. Okay, and finally it reaches to the eye, and then this person is able to see the burning candle. That means if the light had traveled in कर्ब यदि बाङ्गो तरिकाले लाइट गएको थियो भने यो मान्छेले यो क्यान्डललाई देख्दैन थियो. यो मान्छेले यो
सर इफ
क्यान्डललाई
हामीले दुईवटा थोक राख्यो
just a second. Okay,
विभिन्न
did I say speak? Listen to me properly. Anyway, so you can see the cardboard there. Okay, right, 3 cardboards are placed. In place of 3 cardboards you can put 1 cardboard also. Okay, no problem, or you can add one more cardboard. You can put 4 cardboards, but all these cardboards should have same hole or same hole at the same point. Are you clear? Okay, same height. All right, and when the candle is burned, the light produced by the burning candle passes through these holes, and then this boy is able to see the light. So what this figure is trying to say is light travels in a straight line as long as the light is within the same medium. Okay, as long as within the same medium, or as the last time I told you, air, water, glass, they are taken as medium. Within the same medium, air to air or glass to glass or water to water, they are taken as same medium. As long as the light is in same medium, it travels in a straight path. Okay, this phenomenon, this process is called rectilinear propagation of light. Okay, so within a same medium, light travels in a straight path. This process is called rectilinear propagation of light. Okay, now let me get back to the screen. Okay, now Anandita, tell me, what is the situation? Where is Anandita?
सर
Yeah.
इफ दुईवटा थोक हुन्छ जसलाई एउटा ग्लास र एउटा कार्डबोर्ड अनि त्यो पनि दुवै सेम हाइटमा हुन्छ त्यसको होल भने हामी क्यान्डललाई हेर्न सक्छौँ एन्ड द्याट इज कल्ड अनि त्यो रेक्टिलिनियर प्रोसेस हुन्छ कि हुँदैन
Yes, you can do that because since if you make hole at the same height, okay, at the same point, then through that hole light passes straight, and on the other side you can put the burning candle, and if you look through the other side, then you can see the burning candle, okay, which is on the other side, right? Okay, so this activity or this figure proves that light travels in a straight path as long as the light is in the same medium. So this is called rectilinear propagation of light. Okay, did you get the point? Yeah, Shogun, please go on.
That in that picture, that the boy can see the whole candle, or he can see the light only.
He can see only the light.
And sir, excuse me. So yeah, the boy was.
Okay? Look at that boy. Look at that figure, boy. See it. since the light which is produced by this part, isn't it? Burning part. Can you see the burning part there? So the light produced by the burning part goes through the hole, and this boy can see this burning part. Okay, not this whole candle. Are you clear? He can see only the burning part, or you can see, that boy can see the light. Okay, this part only. Did you get the point?
Yes, sir.
Now go on. Yes.
Yes,
Who is
Sir,
asking?
something.
Who was asking
Sir,
earlier?
but I was asking something else. Yeah, sir. Like there are three cardboards A, B, and C. Yeah, and I just wanna ask that the boy is looking at the light, looking at the light from his eyes. Yeah, and then the pipe from which he is looking. Yeah, is it divided into three parts and connected with the cardboard, or it is just a long one pipe?
That is not a pipe. That is light. Which one you are saying? This one.
So the boy is looking through a long thing. Yeah.
This one. It is not a pipe. It is light. This is light. The light has been यहाँबाट यस्तो हुन्छ क्या यसले लाइट निकाल्यो होइन यो लाइट चाहिँ सिधै बाटोबाट जान्छ यो पलबाट लाइट छिरेर जान्छ यो लाइट हो यो इट इज नट पाइप इट इज लाइट and then this boy is able to see by the help of this light this boy is able to see this burning part okay this part of the candle did you get the point
Oh, that is light.
yes it is light not pipe it is light okay
Oh, I was thinking something else.
any confusion there
No, sir.
now you can see on the second figure too so actually it is a pipe okay it is pipe which is made up of glass and it is a burning it is electric bulb which produces light and the light which is produced by the bulb travels through this pipe यो पाइपबाट सिधै जान्छ हेर त अनि यो मान्छेले यो बल्बलाई देख्छ तर and if you go to the second figure अब यो मान्छे यस्तो हुन्छ if the light if this pipe is polished जब यदि हामीले यो पाइपलाई पोलिस गरेको थियौं भने चाहिँ यो मान्छेले के हुन्छ त यहाँबाट लाइट यसलाई देख्न पाउँछ तर यदि यो पाइप चाहिँ पोलिस गरेको छैन सिधै ग्लासबाट मात्र बनेको छ भने दिस पर्सन इज अनेबल टु सी द बर्निङ क्यान्डल हो आई मिन टु से बल्ब यहाँबाट लाइट जान्छ अनि सिधै जान्छ यहाँबाट निस्केर जान्छ यसरी जान्छ बाहिर यहाँबाट जान्छ अनि यसले यो मान्छेले चाहिँ यसलाई देख्दैन तर यदि यो ग्लासमा यदि यो पाइपमा चाहिँ पोलिस गरेको छ भने like mirror if it is polished like a mirror then this boy can see the electric bulb okay so anyway let us take this pipe is non-polished pipe okay and in this case the first one is known as rectilinear propagation of light and the second one is taken as non-rectilinear propagation of light okay so this is what we learned in our previous class any confusion
Yes, sir.
any confusion Samip
Sir, medium means solid, liquid, and gas.
yes that's right medium means solid liquid and gas any confusion okay now any confusion students okay now let me share screen once again okay are you ready okay
Yes, sir.
now let's discuss about beam of light okay ray and beam of light so we already discussed in our previous class and I would like to request you please turn off the mic all right you are disturbing class okay anyway so this is the figure there are three figures so you can see on the picture there ray and beam of light okay so the straight line the very narrow path of light the straight line it is the ray of light and when many rays of light they are collected then it is called the beam of light so you can see here the very narrow path of light is called the ray of light okay last time I give you one example all right about that cardboard take one cardboard and make a small hole by the help of needle or safety pin and after we make hole through on that cardboard then you will have to use torchlight and when you turn on the torchlight then the small amount of light passes through the other side isn't it
So you
when you turn on the
tried it
torchlight
and then just the light just reflects the light which came from that hole just reflected on my wall.
yes and when you like when through that hole the small amount of light passes to the other side that is called the ray of light so you can see here the very narrow path of light is called the ray of light and when many rays of light they are collected okay they are called beam of light so basically this is parallel beam basically there are three types of beam of light parallel beam this is divergent beam and this is convergent beam okay parallel beam means when all the rays of light they go in a straight line that is parallel beam you can see on the figure 1 figure A and when the rays of light they are not meeting they are scattering okay from this point they are scattering here the scatter bhako cha one ray goes to this side and the light it is scattered from this point it is called the divergent beam and when all the rays of light they meet at a point look at the rays of light they are meeting at this point